welcome back to another video. My name is Chloe and today I have something that's been asked a couple times on like our Instagram and YouTube is what do I keep in my park bag? So I thought I would take you through everything that I bring pretty much on the plane and to the parks and show you what I have. It's pretty generic, nothing super groundbreaking, but I know sometimes it is nice to know what somebody else is bringing to the park just so you don't forget it. I keep a packing list on my phone and I usually keep like a list of what's in my park bag on my phone. That way I can go through and kind of check off each day so I know that I have everything I need, because you definitely don't want to be in the parks without some of this stuff. So let's get started. Of course, first off, we have my Loungefly bag. I do usually bring a couple different Loungeflies. I usually will bring one on the plane as my carry-on, and then usually 2 to 3 other Loungeflies to bring with me, like to match my outfits, depending on what I'm going for each day. I also usually will bring a crossbody bag. A lot of times I will have my Loungefly and a crossbody bag. That the crossbody bag basically becomes just like my phone holder, and then anything that I need to easily grab throughout the day. So sometimes I'll throw my hand sanitizer or like the park map or the Flower and Garden Festival little pamphlet. That'll go in like my crossbody, but for the most part, everything sits in the Loungefly. And then on my Loungefly, I do have a hand sanitizer that's on the outside here. I have it just attached to like the little hook. So this one Dan got me for Christmas. So 2020 to get hand sanitizer for Christmas, but hey, I'll take it. This one is not usually my go-to, but if I just need a quick squirt of hand sanitizer and move on with my life, I do like having the one hanging off the backpack. And I just have a cute little keychain that I got from my Disney outlet. And then also I showed this in one of, I think, Magic Mail. So this is an ear holder. I haven't used this personally yet in the parks, but I'm so excited to. So how it works, take your ears and you just swoop them through here. So now they're through the hole. And I have this little toggle that I can tighten that up. So now my ears can just kind of sit on the back or even over the front like this. So when I'm walking around the park, they're not holding up any space in the bag, because if you've used a Loungefly, you'll know that the space inside the bag is precious. Like you could probably use like 3 square more inches or cubic inches in these bags, but for the most part, they have enough space. But this really is going to be a lifesaver. So I'm excited to use this, and I will link the little ear holder down below so you can check out her small shop. All right, let's get into what I actually have in my bag. So we have the front little pocket. I think most Loungeflies have some sort of little front pocket. Some of them have like taller ones, but I don't keep too much in the front pocket. I usually just keep a couple dollars for in the park. You never know when magic bands or the credit card readers are gonna be down. I don't really know what Disney would do in that situation if you needed to buy something, but I just don't like to be without any cash. So I always keep a couple dollars in the front pocket there. I also always keep some mints. These are my favorite. Obviously, get what mints you like. Personally, I prefer to do mints over gum, especially with wearing masks, because when I'm chewing gum and I'm wearing a mask, like the mask pulls down. It's just too much of a pain to keep pulling it up and dealing with that, so I just prefer mints. And then of course, I also keep a pair of headphones with the infamous iPhone plug. Do I need headphones when I'm in the park generally? No, but it is nice if I'm standing in line and like I see something on Insta stories or YouTube that I want to listen to really quick and not annoy everybody around me, including Dan, because he hates when my phone plays volume, which most people do. It's if you're not looking at someone's, if it's not your own phone, you're not looking at it, it can be annoying to hear someone else's sound. So I always try to be cognizant of that. Plus, it's just nice to have a backup pair in here. If I forget them on the plane or I forget them for the room, like I always just have a pair in my backpack in general. So I always keep one in there. And then moving into the main pocket, we have lots of goodies. So the first thing that I have is this little pouch that we keep in here. We found this is the best way to kind of carry around our memory cards, our battery packs, lens wipes. We just keep them in this nice little, I got this from TJ Maxx. It came in like a set of 3. They're just travel cases, but we do like this one. Keeps everything nice and safe, keeps it protected, keeps it dry. We also have our little memory card reader in there. We just keep everything in here for whatever we need. The benefit of using a bag like this is that this silicone fabric is super easy to slide in and out. It doesn't get caught on anything. And we also just keep a Ziploc baggie in there. We usually will put any of the SD cards that we've used in the Ziploc, so we kind of know like, okay, that one's good, this one's bad. Not bad, but used. And also just additional protection if we need it for something else. So that is what we use this for. And then of course, you cannot go to a Disney park without some sunglasses. Obviously, you'll probably have these on, but in the case that I leave the room without them on, or it's super early or super late, I just have them in my bag if I need them. My preference is the Key brand. I have never had a pair that I didn't love, and recently they've been super on sale, so definitely check them out. They have lots of cool different styles and they're very comfortable, so that's what I wear. Next up, deodorant. If you're going to a Disney park and not bringing deodorant, you are doing yourself a disservice and to everybody else around you. You will not believe how often it's nice to have to just touch up throughout the day, or if you forget to put it on, because I've had that happen before. So I always just keep an extra one in my bag. Obviously I carry my wallet. Sometimes if I need more room in my backpack, I will pare this down to just like my ID and like my the few cards that I want to bring, and then like any Disney gift cards that I have. I don't love doing that because usually I'll put them like in the front pocket or just kind of willy-nilly in my backpack. I should probably get like a little card holder. That would probably be more convenient for Disney trips, but for now I just carry around the big one and then I just pare it down if I need to. Next up, I have my mini fan. I have a mini fan, Dan has a mini fan. I have bought my whole family mini fans. I think they are super convenient, especially for myself. I tend to pass out if I'm in like extreme heat and my blood pressure goes low, or blood sugar. So sometimes just having a fan on me helps so much. And even when I'm not feeling like that, it's just nice to have a fan on no matter what, because if there's no breeze, that's just awful. I've also been in line one time, which we haven't even posted these vlogs yet, the December 2019 vlogs. We were in line to meet Jack and Sally, and there was no airflow in this room that we were waiting in, and the woman in front of us was basically about to pass out, and I offered her my fan to use and she was like, thank you so much. So just keep in mind, there are smaller ones you can get. I definitely have seen ones that are like this big. There's also neck ones. I just prefer this one. Definitely a good thing to have. Would recommend having a fan. Next up, in the age of 2020, more hand sanitizer is more, right? So these are my favorite go-to ones, the Bath & Body Works spray ones. Like I said, I have the one on my bag if I need it in a pinch, but these ones are so convenient. I just like the spray. I feel like they coat my hands better. Like I feel like they get all the spots compared to the gel where I gotta like make sure every single spot is good. Hand sanitizer spray, I spray my whole hand multiple times and I feel good about it. So I always have a couple of these because we go through them pretty quickly. And of course, who doesn't like cucumber melon? Hello, millennials. Speaking of 2020 and all things COVID related, I always carry multiple extra masks in my bag. These are just a couple. They're not really my favorites, but they are just extra masks if I need them. Believe me, in the summer months at Disney, you will definitely need multiple masks throughout the day just because you'll sweat and you'll want to have a fresh and clean one. It feels like you've just gone and changed your whole outfit. That's how nice it is to have a new one. I also like it for after the water rides because the water rides will splash your face. You can't take your mask off for the water rides. So to have a new one to put on just that's fresh and clean and not full of gross Disney water is very convenient. Or like me, you'll drop it in a fountain and you'll need another one. So there's many reasons to have extra masks, and it's just easier to have ones that you know you love. That's the other thing. Sometimes you don't like the mask that you're wearing. I think at this point in the pandemic, we mostly know which ones we like to wear, but you never know. Next up in my bag, I just have this little set of flossers. I picked this up from Target in like the travel section. It's just the little flossers that look like this. It's just never fun when you feel like you have food in your teeth and you have no way to get it out. So these are super easy to use, obviously, and convenient. And I just like this little case. I can fill it up when I need it. Obviously, my camera is recording right now, but this is the tripod that we put the camera on. And sometimes I have it in my bag. Usually Dan will carry it, but just to show you that it can fit in here with everything if you're vlogging by yourself. Because I did. In February, I vlogged by myself and I was able to carry my camera in the bag. So, and this is the Manfrotto tripod if you are interested. It's got a little head on here that can twist and move and go in all sorts of directions. So would definitely recommend that. In addition to the hand sanitizer, I also carry around just some disinfecting wipes. These are more so for like the plane, or even when we're in the parks and like say we want to sit at a table but it doesn't look clean enough in our opinion. It's nice to have these just to wipe something down. Hand sanitizer only goes so far, especially the spray, like you're gonna spray the whole table. You could, but I just like to have the wipes in my backpack. And I've also used these for non-bacteria related cleanup, so it's nice just to have them for anything. So, hand sanitizer wipes. I also usually have 1 to 5 lip glosses or lipsticks in my bag. This is the Ulta Beauty Tinted Juice Infused Lip Oil in Passionate Peach. It's just a pretty pink color. Like I said, I usually end up with like 5 or 6 in my backpack because I usually will throw a different one in my bag each day that we're on the trip. By the end of the trip, I have them all in my bag, but this is usually the one that I start out with. So just a couple more things. I told you I can fit quite a bit in here. So I usually will also carry some medicine. I tend to get like really bad heartburn at times, so omeprazole is like my go-to. But I usually have a baggie of these, ibuprofen, Tums, Band-Aids, anything that I think that we might need. But these are like my main ones. I always have to have these. I can't go anywhere without them. So, medicine. I also usually have an extra magic band in my bag. Not totally necessary, especially if you only have one magic band. Like I said, it's not necessary, especially now because you can use your phone for most things, but I usually just keep an extra one in case mine falls off or I lose it or whatever, I forgot to put it on for the day. I do like wearing magic bands, so having an extra just means that I won't be without one. So, this is my millennial pink one. It has my little pass holder thingy on there. Last but not least, probably the most important for myself in the parks, just with how much we post on Instagram, which if you're not following us on Instagram, go follow us over there at Cloe and Dan Vlogs. I will link it down below. But we post so much during the day that I sometimes bring 2 of these to the parks, depending on what the day is like. But this is an external battery charger for your phone or any electronic really. This one has 10,400 mAh, which if you're not familiar, mAh is just like, I think it's milliamps per hour, but that is basically how much of a charge you will get for your device. A phone usually takes about 5,000, I believe. So this is almost 2 charges for your phone, which is great, especially with how much we all use our phones in the park, or at least I do. So I always make sure that I have one. Dan usually has one. And then obviously I usually have the cord to plug into my phone. And it's a must. You gotta have one. You can get the fuel rods in Disney World, so I think you pay about $30 and they'll give you, I think the milliamps on that is like 2,500, so it's about a quarter of what you can buy on your own. And you can return those to the machines and get a fully charged one when you're in the park. So you really can go with that and not be without a charge. Personally, I would rather spend $30 and get like 2 of these and have my own and just charge them at night, but to each their own, whatever you think is more convenient. I'm sometimes too lazy to go find a fuel rod location, so I just prefer to have this, but I would definitely recommend having a charging bank in your bag. Like 1 for each person that has a phone. You don't want to be without it. All right, that is everything that I have in my backpack. I do have like, sometimes there's like little pockets on the side. I don't put anything in there. They're not very big and they're not really big enough to do anything with it. Maybe you could put your hand sanitizer there, but I don't put anything in there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you thought of something that you didn't think of before to include in your park bag. And if you include something in your bag that I do not include in mine, make sure to let me know down below, because I'm not a Girl Scout. I was never a Girl Scout, but I like to be prepared in the parks. So I guess I'm a Disney Girl Scout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!